What is going on, my fellow zombie slayers? It is Nelly B here, and welcome back to a brand new Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video. And I know, crazy, right? No video on Zombies Chronicles the day before Zombies Chronicles drops. It feels weird, I know, but after today, the content is going to take a slight turn. I'm going to be making tutorials for main Easter eggs, the staffs, and how to upgrade them, and anything I feel is essential to play the maps, so bear with me. I know most of the bigger guys will already have these ready just simply because they've already gotten gameplay, but don't worry dudes, it won't be for long. Besides, the live streams will definitely be in full effect. But anyways guys, I'm going to be asking the simple question of, is Black Ops 3 Zombies too easy? So to start off the video, let me just give you a little history on the difficulty or progression of previous Zombies games. In the start of World at War, there were only wall weapons, box weapons, and eventually in later DLCs brought perks and a pack-a-punch. During this time though, the high round community had not been established, but if we're talking strictly gameplay wise though, like getting your guns, pack-a-punch, and perks, if those were included in the map, and getting into your camping or training spots, how difficult were these maps? Before I answer the question, I want to note that like the high round community, training had not really been established as a proper way of getting to decently high rounds until closer or even after Black Ops 1 release. But for World at War, you may be thinking these maps were too difficult due to the scarce amount of perks and pack-a-punch only being in one map, Der Riese. But to much surprise, these maps aren't as hard as you would imagine simply due to the fact that zombies were dumb. I say this because the AI was terrible. In order for them to hit you, you would need to stop moving, meaning that if you were always on the move, assuming you did not get trapped in a corner or zombies didn't eventually close in on you from all sides, in theory, you were going to survive. This made later training strategy, specifically in Knocked, easy, and this is very notable seeing as Juggernog wasn't implemented into zombies until the first DLC of World at War, Verrückt. Even though the AI of the zombies was downright pathetic, the game was and still is hard for the inexperienced and even well-noted zombies players today. Moving on to the next Treyarch game, we had the introduction of Kino, 5, and Dead Ops Arcade, but seeing as we're focusing on the main first-person aspect of zombies, I'm going to have to disregard Dead Ops even though it is highly underrated. Besides that, the start of Black Ops brought about the mass jump from camping to training. This is in part due to the lack of camping spots on 5, Ascension, and Kino, and also the lack of ammo and the addition of new traps, incentivizing training to an extent never thought possible. With the demand for training strategies high, YouTubers like Syndicate and Yodislaya, may he rest in peace, brought about a new form of content to YouTube. This included high round strategies, speedruns, and making it almost every high rounder's goal to hit the top of the leaderboards. With the inclusion of wonder weapons like the Thunder Gun, Wave Gun, and Baby Maker, high rounds were a lot more obtainable as compared to its predecessor in World at War, despite most wonder weapons being map specific, as well as the inclusion of the original 4 perks with the addition of some new ones like Stamina Up and PhD Flopper. High rounds were undoubtedly easier and faster. Transitioning straight into Black Ops 2, there really isn't much to mention here for difficulty's sakes. Yes, gameplay wise, most maps improved on many aspects, but that's to expect with any new Call of Duty. The first maps introduced into Black Ops 2 were Transit, all the subsets of Transit, and Nuketown. Now it may not seem possible today, but on the launch of Transit, many people enjoyed its quote-unquote innovative features like the multiple buildables, double pack-a-punch attachments, and generally just a whole new zombies experience. Now obviously this map did not age well, but the main focus here is difficulty. Yes, Transit for the beginner was extremely hard, and even for some of the people who had played previous installments of Treyarch Zombies, this being mainly due to the extensive amount of setup regarding this map. But if you did not fancy it, you could always hop on a game of my preferred map, Town, or even Nuketown, or, Barn. Later Zombies maps became more complex with the inclusion of the bank, which made pack-a-punching on round 1 a possibility on every map it was introduced on. This partnered with the simple yet OP camping spots found on Die Rise and Buried. Black Ops 2 Zombies seems to be the easiest so far. Thankfully, Mob of the Dead and Origins were there to balance this out, and both being outstanding maps, not only gameplay and innovation wise, but also being that perfect balance of easiness as well as challenging. Cut to Black Ops 3. Arguably the most innovative zombies game of all time, dropping with Shadows of Evil and the much anticipated remaster of Der Riese, the Giant. The first installment of Treyarch Zombies on the next gen platform. As days got closer, the hype increased, each DLC being as promising as the last, except for Setsubo, but we don't talk about that map. But in all honesty, dudes, I think Black Ops 3 is the easiest zombies game Treyarch has ever made. I realized starting the video with this would have been a good idea, but I wanted to give some context to the new players who have not yet experienced the past games or don't plan to, because every map they wish they could play is going to be on Zombies Chronicles. Anyways, getting back into why Black Ops 3 is so easy, the obvious reasons would be the new 3-hit system, allowing you to be hit once more compared to the previous Zombies games, attachments on weapons such as FMJ and fast mags making perks that much better, as well as the sliding mechanic, which I believe to be one of the main contributing factors to why Black Ops 3 Zombies is so easy, but there is one more thing I will talk about later. Anyways, the sliding mechanic makes it so much easier to travel around the map, and for people just starting out on this mechanic, you may seem more agile, but at times you can get too risky and try and slide through zombies and obstacles and end up just getting stuck. One other thing I want to mention is the fact that the wonder weapons paired with the specialist abilities makes for some pretty easy runs. But the main thing that contributes to Black Ops 3 being the easiest zombies game is, it's pretty obvious, but it's the double pack-a-punch ability. If you guys don't know what the double pack-a-punch is, it's basically a system which allows you to pack-a-punch your weapon an infinite amount of times in order to get different abilities on your weapon. These abilities include Turn, which allow you to turn a zombie into an ally and kill other zombies, Thunderwall, which basically acts like a mini thunder gun effect, knocking back zombies in the area, and the most overpowered pack-a-punch ability of all, Deadwire. Deadwire acts like the Wonder Waff in the sense that when in effect, the zombie shot with the Deadwire bullet becomes electrified, as well as the neighboring zombies around it. Now, this double pack-a-punch ability has no damage cap, meaning it will kill zombies forever. Pairing this with a wall weapon such as the ICR or VMP even will only require the player to have a knowledgeable sense of training routes and boss spawning rounds. Even though you may think other zombies games are easier, there is no denying that double pack-a-punch abilities are overpowered as hell. Now, I know there are other factors including gobblegums and the new shields, but I thought those would just be too obvious to mention. I don't want you guys to think I'm bashing on Black Ops 3 Zombies in any way. It's by far my most played zombies game of all time. I love the addition of pack-punch abilities, gobblegums, and even the sliding. I think it's inviting to new players and gives a new experience to the returning Zombies fans, but yeah. Anyways guys, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. If you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe for more amazing Zombies content to come. Zombies Chronicle hype is real. It's probably going to be coming out in like 3 hours when this video is up. But anyways guys, that's going to be it for the video. Peace.